You can be successful and grounded. You can be ambitious and faithful. But you can't build a career that sustains you if your soul is starving along the way. I'm Rory Verrett, executive recruiter, coach, and founder of Protege Leadership Academy. And today I want to talk to you about something we don't say enough in professional spaces: how to center your faith in your career. Whether you're in a season of transition, leadership, or still trying to figure it out, your faith isn't just a personal belief. It can be your competitive edge, your emotional anchor, and your leadership superpower. Here are 3 ways to center it practically and powerfully. Number 1, make faith your daily compass, not just a crisis anchor. Most of us turn to our faith after something goes wrong. We lose a job, we get passed over for a promotion, we're overwhelmed and need clarity. But when you only bring God, or whatever faith tradition you follow, into the conversation after you've hit the wall, you miss out on the most powerful part: daily guidance. Faith isn't just about what you believe in the pews, it's about what you practice in the boardroom. And that could mean saying a short prayer before you know you're going to have a very tough meeting. Asking God for clarity, not just career outcomes. Making decisions rooted in your values, even when it's costly to you. When your faith is your compass, you're not just reacting to your environment, you're intentionally moving through it. And let's be honest, careers will test you. You'll be tempted to cut corners, stay silent, or chase influence at the expense of integrity. But when your internal GPS is set, you'll know when your steps are divinely ordered. Number 2, choose calling over clout. We live in a world where success is measured in likes, titles, bonuses, and followers. But when your career is rooted in faith, you start asking deeper questions. Who am I called to serve? What am I building that lasts beyond this quarter? Am I doing this for impact or just applause? Calling doesn't always come with clout. It might look like walking away from a high-paying job to start something more meaningful, even when it scares you. It might mean staying in a role longer than your ego wants because you know you're meant to build something deeper there. I've coached leaders who made these bold moves, and I've seen people chase titles and still feel empty inside. When your identity is rooted in your faith, rejection doesn't shake you and success doesn't own you, because you know who sent you and why. Number 3, practice Sabbath and stillness. Now, let me say something that might challenge you a bit. Busyness is not a badge of honor. In a culture that rewards constant hustle, people of faith are called to rest. And I don't just mean taking a nap, although that's not a bad start. I mean practicing stillness, creating space for silence, honoring the concept of Sabbath not just as a religious rule, but as a spiritual rhythm. Because if you don't stop to hear from God, you'll end up chasing goals He never gave you. Rest is not a reward you earn when the to-do list is done. Rest is where your wisdom gets restored. Stillness is where your strategy gets refined. Some of the most profound career clarity I've seen in clients and in myself, they've come from not when we pushed harder, but when we finally got quiet. So, how do you center your faith in your career? You stop waiting until things fall apart. You start seeing your work as an act of worship, and you lead from a place of clarity, not chaos. Because here's the truth. You were never meant to grind your way into purpose. You were meant to walk in it with power, peace, and a little more stillness than the world teaches you to value. In closing, let me say this. For the past 20 years, I have lived by this simple prayer. God, send me where you need me to be, and I'll show up prepared to deliver excellence to whoever needs it at that time. I'm Rory Verrett, and I'll see you on our next episode.